Hey guys, today let me give you 3 tips to use the French adjectives like a real French. So let's start from the beginning. What's an adjective? An adjective describes a noun in a sentence. If you want to say a small dog, small describes a dog, and this is how you use adjectives into sentences. Tip number 1 to use an adjective properly in French: singular or plural. If I say, for example, c'est un jeu amusant. C'est un jeu amusant. Un jeu, a game, singular. Amusant will be written that way. T at the end, that will be its normal form. But now, if I want to say ce sont des jeux amusants, ce sont, it's the plural version of c'est. C'est being this is or it's, and ce sont being these are. Ce sont des jeux amusant with an S. And what you can see right here, I had to agree all the sentence in plural, at the plural form. Des instead of un, and je with an X because it's the plural form of je without the X. And this is what you're gonna have to pay attention of every time you're gonna use an adjective in a sentence. Now, there are some exceptions. For example, there are adjectives ending with al. If I say, for example, original, original, or normal. If I want to say normal on its plural form, I'm going to have to transform this AL into AUX. Un jour normal, des jours normaux. Des jours normaux. So that's it. If you have AL at the end of an adjective, it will become AUX when it becomes plural. Now, exception number 2. If you have an adjective that ends up with EAU, like beau, like for example, un beau pantalon, un beau pantalon. If I want to transform this sentence into plural, I'm going to say des beaux pantalons, and you will have an X at the end, and this will be typical to EAU. Un beau pantalon, un nouveau magasin, des nouveaux magasins. And the third exception with the singular and the plural form with the adjectives, it's when you have an adjective that ends already with an S or a X. If I say, for example, je suis français, or mon ami français. Français has an S at the end, then you won't have to change anything when you actually pronounce it on its plural form. There is an S already, so you don't need to add a second one. Same thing if I say un vieux chat. Un vieux chat, vieux has an X. You won't find vieux without an X, even if it's singular. So un vieux chat, des vieux chats. Don't forget to agree chat with the plural form, so you add an S to it, but that's it, des vieux chats. Second tip, the second thing you need to know when you're gonna have to use an adjective in French is if it's male or female, and how to agree your adjective to the sentence, to the noun you're gonna use. I'm pretty sure you might have seen this before. You're simply gonna have to add a I at the end, most of the time. For example, if I say je suis petit, I am small, je suis petit as a boy. If I want to say je suis petit as a lady, I'm going to say je suis petite. And you will just need to add a I at the end. And this will work in most of the cases. If I say elle est grande, grande, it's the female version of grand. However, you will have exceptions. I know there is a lot of exceptions in French, but you're gonna see it's just a little trick to get. So one of the first exceptions you're gonna notice is if you use an adjective that already ends with a I. If I say ce jeu est facile, c'est un jeu facile. Facile ends with a I at the end. Male version. So because there is already a I at the end of facile, you won't need to add another I when it's female. So you just leave it that way. So facile, for example, easy. Sympathique has an I at the end. Sympathique, un garçon sympathique, une fille sympathique. It doesn't change. Another exception will be if your adjective ends with O-N, like bon. The rule in that case will be simply to double the N and add a I at the end. So you will say c'est un bon vin, c'est un bon vin, vin being masculine, c'est une bonne bière, c'est une bonne bière. You double the N and you add a I. Also, it will work the same if you have an adjective ending with I-E-N. Ancien. C'est un ancien collègue. C'est une ancienne collègue. You double the N, I at the end. That will be the rule for this type of adjectives. You do have other exceptions like this if, for example, you want to say gros. J'ai un gros ventre. Gros, G-R-O-S, masculine. J'ai une grosse tête. G-R-O-S-S-I. That will be one of the exceptions. If I want to say the color white, blanc, un chien blanc, une maison blanche. That will be specific to the color blanc. And another adjective that will look different is beau. Ce vélo est beau. Cette voiture est belle. Belle is the female version of beau. And let's get straight away to the third tip of this video, which is the place of the adjective. In English, your adjective goes before a whiteboard, a beautiful woman. Adjective plus noun. In French is most of the time the opposite. You will have the noun first and the adjective after. Une maison blanche. Now, you do have exceptions, and this is very important to remember. And here is a mnemotechnical way to actually remember this. Remember that brags, beauty, rank, age, goodness, and size. Every adjective that will belong to one of those categories will be placed before the noun. Beauty, une belle femme. You don't say une femme belle. Une belle femme. Rank, le premier jour, la troisième fois. Age, une vieille dame, un jeune garçon. Goodness, une bonne personne, une mauvaise idée. And size, like des grandes oreilles or un petit singe. That will be the exceptions you're gonna have to remember. Brags adjectives go before the noun. And that's it. If you do have any questions about adjectives in French, leave a comment under the video. Don't forget to subscribe by hitting the bell, and I see you soon for a new video. À bientôt!